Hello guys, welcome to another interesting video in the series of coding. Today we are going to do a problem which is called carpooling. So this is the daily challenge for today on Leetcode. There's a car with given capacity which represents the empty seats that are there. The vehicle only drives east, so it cannot turn around and drive west. You are given the integer capacity and an array trips where trips represent first number of passengers from the distance and to the distance, right? So there are three numbers in each trip of I, right? So ith trip has the number of passengers on that trip, the starting point and the ending point. Okay, so locations to pick them up and drop them off are represented by from and to. Okay, the locations are given as the number of kilometers due east from the car's initial location. So you have to return true if it is possible to pick up and drop off all passengers, otherwise you have to return false. Let's take this example to understand. So you are given 215 and 337. Okay, so let's say you are given 215 and let's say you are given 337. Okay, what does this mean? This means that there are two passengers that you have to pick up. From where? From one. Okay, let's say a car is starting from the start position. This is the start point. Okay, and it has to travel some given distance, only eastwards, right? So only in this direction. So at 1 kilometer till 5 kilometers, so here it is going to pick up two people that are standing, so two passengers it's going to pick up, and it's going to drop off these two passengers, right? So these two passengers it's going to drop off at location number 5. Okay, this is what this represents. Okay, it's going to pick these two passengers and drop them off at location number 5. Similarly, it's going to pick three passengers at location 3 and drop them off at 7. Okay, so at location number 3 it is going to take up three people. Okay, and it's going to drop them off at location number 7. These three people will get out. Okay, now let's say we are given some capacity. Okay, if we are given capacity 4, then in this case it will be false, because see, car has only capacity 4. The capacity is 4. Okay, car can take at max 4 people, but what is happening is, okay, when at location number 3, okay, already two people are sitting inside the car from location number 1, and if you add three more people here, okay, after these three people get up on the location number 3, there will be 5 people sitting in the car. Already two people are sitting. Let's say car is starting traveling, right? Let's say car is traveling at location number 1. So what is happening at location number 1? It has picked up two people. Okay, when it is moving forward and coming to location number 3, there are already two people and three more people are sitting. This is not possible. Okay, because the car's capacity is only 4, so 5 people cannot sit. Okay, only 4 people can sit and one guy will have to be out, so we will have to return false in this case. But if the capacity of the car was 5, right, in that case this is allowed, because at location number 3 what will happen, you can take 5 people if the capacity of car is greater than equal to 5. Okay, if the capacity was 5, 6, 7, okay, anything greater than equal to 5, then in that case the car can take 5 people, and at location 5 it will drop off 2 people, at location 7 it will drop off 3 people finally and complete its trip. Okay, so how do we solve this problem? So one very simple approach to solve this problem is, okay, simply you can use a map like structure, and what you can do, see, at location number 1 we are picking up 2 people, right? So in the map we will give +2. At location number 5 we are dropping off 2 people, so we will give here -2. Similarly, at location 3 we are picking 3 people, we will give here +3. At location 7 we are dropping off 3 people, right? So we will give here -3. And what we will do, we will traverse from the beginning and we will see at any time, right? At any time, if the sum, let's say we start taking a variable sum which is initially 0. Okay, 0 plus 2 is 2, 2 plus 3 is 5. So here we can see that we need 5 people anytime if the sum exceeds capacity, right? If sum is greater than capacity, then in that case what will happen? In that case you will have to return false. If sum exceeds capacity, you will have to return false. Okay, otherwise finally you can return true. So sum is initially 0, it will become 2. At this point it will become 5. At this point it will become 3 again, because 5 minus 2 is 3. At this point it will become 0 again, and finally sum becomes 0 again. Okay, because you are taking people and dropping people off, it is in pairs, so finally sum should start with 0 and end with 0 at the end of the trip. But in between, if any time it exceeds capacity, okay, maximum capacity, then in that case you can return false. So let us see that simple solution. So we are taking a map, okay, and then at each trip I, right, at each ith point in the trip we have the starting location, right? For example, 1 and 5. So 1 is the starting point, 5 is the ending point. Okay, 1 is the starting point and 5 is the ending point. So this, for example, represents 1. Ending point is given by 5. Okay, so and v of 0 represents number of passengers. So you are giving a plus 2. Okay, you are giving a plus 2 at the location 1, and at the location 5 you are going to give a minus 2. The approach which we just discussed, this is the code of that approach. And then we have a variable sum. If any time sum exceeds capacity, we can return false. So sum will keep on adding during the entire trip, and if it exceeds capacity, you can return false, otherwise you can return true. So this is one approach that is going to work. Let me submit the code and see if it's going to work. Okay, this works. Okay, now there's one better way to do this. What is happening is, see, the map is sorted, right? Because if we give unordered, it won't work. It needs to be in ordered, right? It needs to be in ordered form because the location needs to be ordered, right? Otherwise you will jumble up when you're adding which passengers. You need it to be ordered. If you are giving unordered, right, it will be wrong. You cannot use an unordered map. And if you are using an ordered map, right, the time complexity of this will be n log n. See, if I am using an unordered map, this answer will be wrong. Okay, so we will have to use a ordered map only then this will work. So a better way to solve this problem is, instead of using a map like data structure, you can use a simple approach. Okay, so they have given that there are only at max 1,000 stops, right? So let us see the question. Okay, so in the question they have given that at max the length of the trip will be up to 1,000 point, right? So what we can do, we can take a vector. Instead of a map, we'll take a vector, and each point in the vector, right? So vector has points from 0 till 1,000, right? 0 till 1,000. So that's why it's a vector of size 1,001. Okay, what we'll do the same approach. So we will just add the number of passengers at the start point, and we'll subtract the number of passengers at the end point, because we know the length, right? We know the length. So in this case, just what we did in map, the same thing we are doing, but we are using a vector. And what we are doing now, we will give the initial capacity, whatever is the capacity that we can withhold, right? We can give that sum as the initial capacity. If the sum turns negative, right, then in that case we can return false. So in this approach, what we are doing, this is the start point, this is the end point. Let's see this approach. So what I'm doing, I'm taking a vector just to improve the time complexity. Okay, so this will run in O of n time complexity. Okay, so what will happen, let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and so on. Okay, I'll take a vector like this. At 1 I am giving the same thing, I am giving plus 2. At 5 I am giving minus 2. Okay, similarly at 3 I am giving plus 3. At 7 I am giving minus 3. Okay, I am doing the same thing what I did using a map. And now what I'm going to do is, okay, this is the approach. I am giving initial sum, which is the capacity, right? So let's say my capacity is 5. In that case, I am making sum equal to 5, right? So initially, and what I will do, I will subtract the capacity. I will start traversing from left to right. Okay, so what I will do, I will I have the capacity 5 that I can take. So I will subtract the current value. So 5 minus 2 will become 3. So at this point, my capacity is 3. Okay, now I come here, I subtract 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, 3 minus 3 is 0 at this point. Now I come to this point, I subtract minus 2, that means I add 2. Now my capacity is plus 2. Okay, and then I add 3, so it will be 5, and so on. So I started with 5, I will end at 5 finally. So what happens in this cases is just the same approach, just another way of doing the problem. So what we are going to do in this case, it was true because our sum is finally greater than equal to 0. But if your capacity is, okay, let's say 4, and let's apply this approach. So my sum is initially 4. What I'm going to do at each point, right? So I'm going to reverse whatever I had done. Here I had given plus 2, so I'm going to do minus 2 now. 4 minus 2 is 2, right? So now my capacity is 2, right? The sum variable is now 2. Now what I'll do, I'll come to this point. I'll subtract 3. 2 minus 3 is equal to minus 1. So whenever my capacity becomes negative, right, that means that's a problem. That means I have to return false. My capacity is negative. That means I am having less capacity, but I'm trying to take in more people. So that it's not allowed. So we have to return false. So my capacity becomes negative. My sum becomes negative. So whenever sum becomes negative, what we'll do, we will exit the loop, right? This loop will run only when sum is greater than equal to 0. So we'll exit this loop and we'll check this condition. Since sum is negative, it will return false. So this is another way of doing the problem. There are just there are two approaches that we have discussed to do this problem. I hope that it will work. It's working. That's it. Thank you for being patient and listen.